Hey, and welcome again. It's Milan with the Tuning Into the One video series. TuningIntoTheOne.com for that spiritual place to find, attract, and be able to learn how to keep true lasting love in your life with your ideal dream person, knowing how to find, attract, and get them into your life with initial results starting in hours and days and weeks after putting some of the tools to work for you. As long as you work these tools, they will work for you. And what took me 35 plus years to get to will be something that can help you start seeing results immediately in hours and days when you put the soulmate attraction blueprint to work for you, when you dial up your vibe, your V for values, your I for identities, your B for beliefs, and E for expectations, and really look at them, be able to get them into a place where you can map them out, MAPP standing for creating a magnetic attraction, past and present, that allows you to really look at the patterns in your life that were created so that you can indeed develop that vibe and tune into that place and that space that will help you attract that amazing ideal dream person, that special someone, to be the kind of person where opposites attract as well as similar energetic vibes come into each other's consciousness and then into each other's manifested physical form. If it happened to me, happened to hundreds of my clients, it can happen for you as well. And it starts with the 7 sacred soulmate signals. The 7 sacred soulmate signals, as I've said before, are the 4 C's and the 3 S's. The 4 C's are where we start, the base: connection, compatibility, chemistry, and communication. Connection is a dial. It helps you to have access to information, to awareness, and to intimacy. And much like your mobile phone or portable smart device, being hooked up to a network, the more bars you have, the more connectivity you have, the better and the speed with which you're able to access information. For humans, that means accessing not only information, but awareness, situational awareness, as well as intimacies, levels of depth in getting to know each other. And then we have compatibility. Those are the puzzle pieces that when you put them all together, give you that perfect blend, that perfect match. So just like you look at a jigsaw puzzle and the picture on the outside, you have to start putting together the pieces on the inside and slowly matching them up until finally you have that beautiful puzzle completed. Chemistry, something that is an amazing component physically, emotionally, soulfully, spiritually, metaphysically. So both physically and metaphysically, chemistry is the most amazing and powerful piece here. So what's important is not to put the dessert at the beginning of the meal, because when you start doing the dance with no pants way too early, then you might put chemistry in front of compatibility as well as effective communication. When you do that, you have an amazing, amazing, amazing time, but it'll be like a roller coaster ride, up and down and up and down, and it's best served like dessert at the end of the meal when you have all the other pieces in play, especially the 4th one of the C's, which is communication. Now, when it comes down to the 3 S's, sex, spirituality, and synchronicity, sex is more than just the physical act, but much as chemistry is both physical and metaphysical, sex is an opportunity for both reproduction, obviously for entertainment and fun, as well as deeper connection and deeper intimacy and awareness of each other, physically and metaphysically. And as such, you want to be able to get the most out of the synchronicity and the spirituality that are both driving you as a compatibility piece, as well as a kind of right time, right place, right space, right people piece. So when you have all these together, what is it going to look like? Well, it's going to look a lot like this. And you're going to be able to find, attract, and experience and grow everything you've ever wanted in your life so that you can get the most out of everything you've ever wanted in your own life, and you can get it right here and right now. It'll help you find direct access to the portal which represents that which is nearest and dearest to your heart's desire and be able to experience it fully and completely. Again, my journey may have taken me decades. Yours doesn't have to take you years or decades or lifetimes. And if you start putting some of these pieces into play, then you'll discover that true lasting love can be yours, and you can start seeing results in hours and days and weeks instead of years and decades. So my mission as far as helping my private clients is to start helping them get results in hours and days and weeks, what personally took me decades to find, attract, and bring into my life. And how does that happen? Well, it happens because you want to get clear on what's right for you. If you say yes to getting the puzzle pieces put together better, faster, and easier, then this is for you. And why is it worth it for you? Because you'll learn how to get the most amazing results and return on your investment than you ever thought possible in the shortest amount of time. So, what we're going to go over briefly today is the 7 secret soulmate signals. And my greatest hope and wish is that through these 7 sacred soulmate signals and more, that you're able to find value, genuine inspiration, and some clear insights on how to better live your life and find true lasting love in all of your relationships, especially those which lead you to that special ideal dream person. That's someone that you can say, oh my God, here it is. So the basic recipe is the 7 sacred soulmate signals. When you look at the 7 sacred soulmate signals, what you're looking for is the ability to connect to those special individuals that you find worthy. But you'll be able to connect to everybody. Mom, dad, brother, sister, friends, colleagues, business associates. So this has a much deeper and much wider resonance in terms of connection as well as communication. So when you're looking at the recipe of what makes the basic 7 work, what you're going to find out is that your current dating, relating, and mating will lead you towards greater and greater connectivity, compatibility, chemistry, communication. Once you have those 4, then we can look at the sex as far as something other than what we initially do in the honeymoon period, something that actually helps to build the bond of love deeper and deeper and deeper, as well as keep both connection and compatibility and chemistry flowing. Spirituality is that there's something beyond the moment, that you're here for a greater reason, and synchronicity is everything is lining up. So as equations go, these are pretty straightforward. Here's connection. Connection equals information plus awareness plus intimacy. So the 2 pieces on information are your basic content and what perspective or point of view you're looking at the information. So, for instance, 2 people can watch the same movie, and yet they can get incredibly different results in terms of their interpretation of what happened in the movie. Why is that? Well, basically, they are watching the same information. So even though they have the same information available to them, they're going to have different situational awareness. So the content is the same, but the point of view or the perspective may be very different. From the standpoint of awareness, that's where we get into the possibility filters and clarity filters. So our awareness is clearly and distinctly involved in understanding our values, our identities, our beliefs, and our expectations. So the vibe will help you to be able to figure out your level of situational awareness and clarity. And then intimacy, that's a deep one, because a lot of us have guards up against getting hurt. When we have guards up against getting hurt, guess what happens? It not only keeps people from getting in, it also keeps us from getting out there and being able to see things a little bit differently. When that happens, we lose our ability to connect as deeply. So we don't have as much of an intimate connection there. However, just hang in there, because you can grow that. There are ways to be able to start letting down your guard a little bit at a time, because you start developing some healthy boundaries and some barriers that'll help you verbally as well as non-verbally in terms of gestures and other ways of knowing how to handle situations that'll allow you to get deeper into intimacy. So hang in there. It's coming. And now, as we discuss the level of awareness and intimacy that's there, just remember, connection is best understood as a dial, not a filter. as a dial and not an on-off switch, because like your cell phone, once you lose the network, you lose connectivity. So you never want to disconnect. You want to be able to dial it up and dial it down. With the idea of people, the signal gives you better access to information and awareness and intimacy. When you treat it like an on-off switch, what will happen is your emotional states will really cut you off from being able to get there at a deeper level. And it'll also cut you off from exploring compatibility and practicing effective communication, all as a result of having the off switch hit rather than practicing that dial that allows you to stay connected always. Compatibility equals fit plus blend plus complementary alignment. Fit is right there on the Soulmate Attraction blueprint. Wants, don't wants, likes, dislikes, must-haves, and deal breakers. The blend is when we get into the identities, the beliefs, and the values, as well as the expectations, because the expectations will help to rule the outcomes that we see. And the complementary alignment will be in the form of yin and yang, values alignment, beliefs integration, and the comparative and contrastive ability of our identities to blend well together. And like puzzle pieces in a jigsaw, you want the various pieces of your likes and your dislikes, your wants and your don't wants, your must-haves and your deal breakers to fit and blend, to complement each other, to create a wonderful synergy of like and variety so that you can have that amazing, amazing synchronicity alive and well and dialed in right at the compatibility level. So when you're looking at this at a deeper and deeper level, you want to be able to keep exploring compatibility for both similarities and differences and keep them growing. So you have that ability to blend the diversity and the differences as well as the sameness and the similarities for that ideal growth. Blending of ingredients for a unique recipe for partnership success. Number 3, which is where we'll stop in today's video, is chemistry. Chemistry is that amazing physical and chemical and metaphysical components all blended together. Obviously, when we talk about love at first sight, taste at first sight, smell at first sight, boom, we are talking about that amazing physical. Now, I don't know if you've ever experienced that. I know I have. And man, when you do experience that, it is like serious fireworks going off on New Year's Eve or on the 4th of July if you happen to be in the States. It is an explosive process, which is why it's important to understand how it works, because it can suck you in. And as we talked about in the previous video, if you put chemistry in front of everything else, then you're able to get blinded a little bit on the ability to connect deeper, to build and explore compatibility deeper, and to basically cut off effective communication, because you're just so overwhelmed by the love drugs that are produced by your body and the other person's that kaboom, you are just not there. And then you'll wake up 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months later and wonder what happened. It's the physical chemistry. So keep in mind that on the physical chemistry, what you want to be able to do is make sure that you understand that physical attraction, love at first sight, along with chemical attraction, smell and taste at first, smell and taste, has a metaphysical component that transcends that physical magnetism, and you want to be able to learn how to keep that chemistry alive and vibrant and fresh and renewable, not just for the honeymoon, but going forward for years and decades. And I can tell you personally that I can walk that talk, as well as helping my clients appreciate the same thing, and now you can get that as well by appreciating that it's possible to maintain chemistry for long periods of time. The 4 C's are the keys, and we'll stop here at chemistry for today. So if you like what you heard or saw, then please look below this video and join us in our like-minded group of spiritual seekers who are looking for soulmates, as well as some interesting insights onto how to make things fresh and vibrant and alive. So until the next time, this is Milan wishing you a life full of living on purpose, with passion, and by design. So to your dating success and your relationship mastery, until the next time, this is Milan saying bye for now.